Hey there, Capricorn. This is David with Tarot Astrology for All, and I am here to do the reading for the sign of Capricorn for the next 28 to 31 days. Now, keep in mind that we do have a full moon happening during this uh, time, and we also have, I believe, a new moon happening during this time too. So, with this in mind, I would like to let you guys know that with these events that are going on, these events are going to play a big role, not just in our relationships, but it's going to play a big role in how we assert ourselves in that relationship, um, how we gain our power back, the Capricorn power, the Capricorn theme, all of that. Now, what I'm doing today is a little bit special, and what I'm doing is using uh, it's a 7.83 hertz. It's the Schumann resonance for Earth's magnetic field. And this is a binaural beat, of course. I have the one that's for 12 hours. And based on, 1.1 million views and 10K likes, I figured that this might be a very good video to watch, or at least to listen to while I do the reading for Capricorn. Now, since I will be doing the reading for not just Capricorn, but also for the sign of Taurus and for the sign of Virgo, I felt that connecting with the Earth's frequency and connecting with the Earth's resonance is something that will help me to get the reading out for all of you guys. So, let's see what the universe has to give to you in terms of the information. Ooh, look at that. Okay, so we had two cards fall out. Apparently, these cards uh, are not just stuck together, but as you can see, they came apart pretty easily once I started teaching, or once I started touching one of the corners right there at the top. But so just so you know, you guys got the horse, which is pretty interesting because the horse in itself is a powerhouse. It's a very dynamic creature, and in this one, I can't help but notice the braids. So maybe some of you guys may be taking up a style where you have braids that come over the front of your shoulder, coming over this way. For those of you who have long hair, male or female doesn't really matter. What I do get from this is not only are you going to be connecting to your earth energy, but you're also going to be connecting to your emotions. You're going to be connecting to that intuitive energy. And this is actually very good because this is telling us that the earth wants you to connect to this resonant frequency. And I do feel like maybe some of you guys are going to be reaching a point where you guys will have a certain call coming out of you. It's a certain type of energy that is going to be uh, very powerful, but it's also going to be one of those energies where people are going to hear, people are more than likely going to be hearing your call. And the whale call is one of those calls that the energy behind it can actually kill a human. Uh, the frequency that comes out of whale calls, they can actually kill a human while the human is in water. That's how powerful these frequencies and the call is. And I do feel that for for Capricorns this month, whatever it is that you guys have to say is going to carry a lot of power and a lot of weight. Now, because you guys have the eagle at the bottom of the deck, this means that in terms of the events that are going on, I feel like you guys are going to have a lot of power behind you. In terms of Capricorn, this could deal with something on the mental realm, something having to do with the realm of the mind. Every time I get the eagle card, I think freedom, right? Or land of the brave, home of the free. So I think in some ways this could connect you to government, court, anything like that. Some of you guys might have to be dealing with court. Not all of you, of course, but I do feel that you guys are gonna fly in there and basically show them on the mental level what it is that you guys are capable of and what it is that you guys are seeking. I feel like whatever is going on in this dynamic is going to turn out very well or turn out in your favor. And I do have a feeling like it's going to turn out in the other person's favor too, but we'll go ahead and have to see. um, what kind of energy is coming through for this month through the rest of the cards. But I will go ahead and read the energy for the horse and read the energy for the whale, just to give you guys an idea of what you guys will be experiencing during the next 28 to 31 days. So we go to the horse. Now, the horse is momentum, freedom, expansive energy, and force. Uh, in some way, I mean, it might just be all of us Capricorns, but I do feel that whatever is going on in your life is something that's karmic. This situation is something that's going to allow you to propel yourself with freedom. But first, your voice has to be heard. That's the message I see here. And of course, once you're when you're in that position to be heard, you have to come through with a lot of energy, a lot of power, a lot of enthusiasm. But I do feel like you have to come from a space of the heart and showing not just showing people that you can talk, but showing the emotion behind what it is that you guys have going for you. Now, the horse represents the most masterful form of earth energy within this deck. It provides us with the momentum, so reliable, so supportive that you can ride on its back towards any goal, no matter how difficult the terrain. The horse personality is fully awakened, fully alive, and cannot be defeated. So, once again, this brings in the dynamic that if you guys have court cases or any type of lawsuit going on, anything where you have to go up against somebody else and make yourself heard, you guys will have the energy to do so, and I do feel it's going to be favorable. The horse's freedom becomes available to us when we hone and collect our energy through daily practice. So I do feel that some of you guys may be coming into a space where you guys will be exercising on a daily basis. This could be in the morning, this could be in the afternoon, this could be in the evening. Doesn't matter. It's mostly when you're awake and active and when you can have the best results. And through this daily practice, you guys are going to bring yourself back into that Capricorn space, back into the energy of Saturn, which at the moment is going through your house, through your first house. So a lot of you guys are having the energy where you guys are not just shifting into a new schedule or a new theme in life, a new beginning, but I do feel that the changes that you guys are experiencing are are meant to kind of, in a sense, bring you into your full power, and bring you into your full earth power, since the horse is the last of the earth element in the deck. This is telling us that to whatever degree you are trying to build yourself, to whatever degree you guys are going through these interchanges, interchanges to your mentality, but also your interchanges to your emotions. I feel that the energy you have going forward is going to be quite emotional, but it's necessary for you guys to put this out so that people get a sense of what kind of situations you guys are encountering, and they already know that you're going to be swooping in uh, for the kill, literally. Literally, within this month is where you guys will be able to take care of those things and be able to swoop in for the kill and have that victory that you guys are looking for. So we go now to the whale. And with the whale, it's the desire to delve deeper. It's a profound peace and ancient wisdom. So, to an extent, not just stepping into your Capricorn or Earth energy will it help you to become powerful, but it actually gives you a profound peace and it gives you a profound wisdom. The whale is one of those ancient creatures of the sea, not just of the sea, but of all creatures here on Earth, and uh, falls in line with the type of ancientness that sharks and various other creatures of the deep have. Now, the whale represents profound emotional health and stability, so this is definitely focusing on emotions. The whale personality is not afraid of emotional expression or traversing difficult terrain, as they have overcome many challenges in their lives. These experiences have enriched them, given them stability, strength, and a depth that is rare. Whale energy is usually linked to the feminine forces of compassion and communication. We can depend on whale personalities when we all think that things seem lost, and trust them to become a beacon in our darkest hour. Now, just like the message that was there for Gemini, I do feel like Capricorns have to apply some self-care, go after the things that you want, but also this is a period where you guys are supposed to be building your energy, building your strength. And And this is one of those types of things that you guys need to do because things are going to be moving forward once you have everything going on into the sign of Capricorn once Jupiter moves in there. So once you have Jupiter move into our sign, we're going to have a lot of this forward, expansive energy moving forward, and this is the energy that the horse is going to encompass. So to bring it back into balance, though, when it comes to your emotions, regular self-care would allow you to be calm, steady, and deeply compassionate, not just for yourself, but for others around you. And when this whale energy is out of balance, it feels heavy and it slips into an old story, uh, slips into past uh, anything in the past that we may have gotten stuck into, old habits like smoking, old habits like drinking, maybe old habits like uh, falling into old emotional patterns, old physical patterns. This is nothing on the spiritual realm. This seems mostly on the emotional and on the earth realm. So it could be that all earth signs, to whatever degree or another, are taking care of things on the emotional realm as well as the earthly realm. So this is deeply earth related. And in terms of the horse, let's see what kind of energy will bring this horse energy back into balance. Strength training. So exercising and stuff like that, as I mentioned earlier, would be something good. Not just not just training in qigong or energy training, but also in physical training, such as like kung fu, martial arts, MMA, anything you guys wish to jump into. This will allow you to build the emotional confidence, but also the physical confidence that you need to move forward, and it'll also help in increasing your energy. Anytime you exercise, you raise the HGH in your body, which is human growth hormone, and you also have the ability to quickly create testosterone so that you guys build muscle. Now, the best ones that you guys can do for that would be squats, obviously, because you guys are activating the biggest muscle groups you guys have in your body. But you'll notice that when you don't have this energy, you run away from things, you feel weak. You could be emotionally weak, you could be physically weak, wobbly knees, stuff like that. So let's go ahead and go into the main reading now, and we will see what kind of information is coming through for the next 28 to 30 minutes. One thing I can say for Capricorn is that the changes that are going on right now are changes that are, in a sense, necessary to take place. These changes are going to go slow, so it will require a bit of patience. For those of you who have planets in Capricorn, Sun, Moon, not just your Sun, but anything like rising, any Earth type energy like Venus, um, be aware of it because when you talk about Venus, you're talking about the feminine aspect, and once again, the whale talks about that feminine aspect. So I do feel like this is the type of energy that you guys will be encompassing. A very, very powerful, very, very fast-moving energy, very enthusiastic, but at the same time, very wise, very, very learned. Learned. I think that's how you say it, right? Learned. I don't know. I'll just go ahead and say that. And if there is no word or if there's no word by the by the saying of learned, well then I will add it to our dictionary. Because I always get that saying like people are like, well, use things in your own words, like if we have our own vocabulary. I'm using the same damn words as everybody else. Like we're not all English majors coming up with our own language. Okay, moving on. Right, unimportant. However, whatever message you have to say, Capricorn, I do feel like this message is going to be heard, and I do feel like this message is going to be powerful, both with the horse and the whale showing up, and of course with the eagle at the bottom of the deck. Um, I feel like regardless of what will happen, I feel like the victory will fall more on your side than on the other side. And mostly it's because, well, first off, you guys have done whatever research you guys have needed to do. You guys have seen things from a higher vantage point, a higher perspective. And I feel that you guys are just waiting for that moment to swoop in. Now, it seems that some of the focus this month is going to be on you and your partner. Um, there's a lot of emotion that goes on, a lot of courage that you guys can be gaining from your relationships. Uh, of course, some of you guys may have like suspicions of, oh, you guys may have suspicion that your partner may be keeping secrets from you or something like that with the appearance of the house in the Two of Cups. But whatever the case is, I do feel that the energy that's encompassing you guys this month is one of nurturing. It's one of growth. The number two, followed by the number three, is talking about a certain decision that you guys may have to come up with physically, maybe come up with mentally. With the house in the faraway distance, it could be that some of you guys are moving this month. But I do feel that to whatever extent this energy is meant to help you grow. This energy is meant to help give you courage. And this energy is meant to help give you that enthusiasm. Because the energy, we had two cards come out. So, okay, so to some extent, I feel that maybe some of you guys may be feeling like you guys have lost some things to a certain extent. And maybe to whatever extent it has something to do with new beginnings not taking place just yet. Maybe you guys feel like your voice isn't being heard in a relationship. Whatever the case is, you guys are in a space where you guys are getting ready for these new beginnings. However, with things that are going on right here, it doesn't seem like you guys are going to be moving into that space just yet because there's things that need to be taken care of first. Certain victories that have to take place before you guys can move forward. Now, it's not to say that you guys will be feeling a loss. Maybe this is to say that whatever it is that's going on in your guys' life may have a kind of a bittersweet taste to it. It could be that whatever relation or whatever issues you guys are dealing with, this could be a relationship, but I do feel like maybe this is um, connections that you guys have with people. I do feel like to some degree, some of you guys may be feeling burdened. Some of you guys may be feeling burdened by certain situations that uh, have not, or certain new beginnings that have not started yet. I do feel that whatever's going on with this horse and whale energy, it's connected to this to what this new beginning is and why it's not beginning. However, I do have to say that whatever it is that you guys have to say soon, uh, it's important because when it comes to your relationship, you guys might. Okay. I don't think this feeling of loss is in your relationships. The Five of Pentacles is mostly connected to whatever's going on in the situation that you got, apart from your relationships. It could be connected to this new beginning that's not taking place, and it could be connected to this feeling of burden. You feel like you want this new beginning to take place so that you can finally throw off all these sticks. However, I do feel that with that house in the background and this guy moving towards it, I feel like for some of you guys, a move may be necessary, but it's not for everybody. If this resonates with you guys, um, that's good. Now, if it is a move, and if it is a move with your partner, I feel like you guys will have to plan for it with the Two of Pentacles showing up. And of course, the two going on with the two is showing me that indeed a decision does have to be made somewhere in your life. Okay, so I had the Nine of Wands come out. I do feel that to some extent, some of you guys are feeling pretty defensive. Sometimes you guys are defensive, sometimes you're not. I do feel that you guys have been through a long journey so far. You guys are almost at the end. It's cool that we get to see the Nine of Wands and the Ten of Wands at the same time because in the Nine of Wands, you see that the guy is battered and bruised, but he's still willing to hold his ground. And of course, you holding your ground, Capricorn, it might not even be that you guys are in a battle, so to speak, but you guys are more uh, thinking that there's a battle, thinking that there's something you have to protect yourself from, something you have to defend yourself from. And it could be the fact that with various things going on in your life, various things weighing heavy on your shoulders. I do feel that this Nine of Wands and this Ten of Wands energy are preventing you from growth to a certain extent. And you guys are going to need to heal this energy before you guys can move forward. I'm very sure that um, that your voice will need to be heard. But first, I do feel that to some extent you have to plan for what it is that you guys will need to say, and whatever it is that you guys need to say has something to do with care, nurturing, growth, and possibly growth of the relationship. It's going to require you for you to drop your defenses, guys. Um, Capricorn among some of the signs. Another one is Taurus. It Both signs are definitely hard-headed. Both signs tend to not express themselves very much, and this could lead to an energy where you guys can feel uh, like you'd rather somebody read your mind as opposed to trying to express yourself. But remember, guys, not everybody is a mind reader, and not everybody is going to read your emotions. So you are going to have to say something, and what you say is going to have to be painted with the emotions you have been feeling, quite possibly over the last 2 years, 3 years. Uh, this is what I'm getting from the numbers that are here on your spread. So let's see, what is this loss connected to? Clarify. Okay, see, this loss is quite possibly connected to not saying whatever it is that you have to say, but it's not having it's not having the full scope of things. It's not having your plan well thought out that could ruin it for you guys. So I do feel that to whatever extent you guys will need to plan, and if there is any loss, it's going to be connected to some unforeseen aspect that you guys are not paying attention to. And this, like I said, the King of Swords is connected to law. It's connected to court systems. It's connected to the legal system. So with the King of Swords coming out in the reverse, clarifying it, I do feel like maybe you guys will feel like there's a sense of loss in a court situation. However, I do feel that whatever the outcome is going to be one of those outcomes that allows you. Ooh, look at that! We got the cards are definitely talking today. Um, Whatever this situation is, it's going to be bringing something to an end with the appearance of the death card. And I feel like once this death does come to an end, or once this situation does, die, once it does come to an end, and you drop these sticks right here, then this new beginning will start. However, it can't start when you guys have certain unfinished business that's taking place. Now, I do know that with the appearance of the High Priestess and the appearance of the Wheel of Fortune just falling out, next to each other, right after the other, it's connected to this certain cycle that is about to change, it's about to end, it's about to go in your favor, Capricorn. This is actually very good news because I'm Capricorn too, so seeing a spread like this is actually very helpful for me as well, not just for you guys too. But I do feel that you guys know the changes that are going on, and I do know that you guys know that these changes that are going on are meant for your growth. It's meant for your expansion. It's meant for you guys to move on to bigger and better things. It's meant for you guys to take that new adventure, that new leap of faith with your significant other. Uh, but before this can take place, you guys need a plan first. Now, you guys could be having multiple court cases coming out. Um, I do feel that some of you guys might be dealing with multiple dealings with the law. This could be something like uh, like traffic for some of you guys. I know I have a traffic ticket, so maybe some of you guys are dealing with a traffic ticket too. Some of you guys could be dealing with putting a lawsuit against somebody, and if that's the case, I do feel like some of you guys need to look at the details because um, whatever loss results from it will will be something having to do with not having the full scope of things. But I do feel that for the majority of you guys will have uh, what you need, and you guys will have the ability to move forward. I do know that to whatever extent this resonates with um, you guys are looking towards growth and expansion. Whatever the situation is, will end, and this is the wheel of fortune turning in your favor. So, you know, release that stick that you have, that you're holding, that you're ready to smack somebody upside the head with, right? Change that, hold it in the proper format so that you guys can look out, so that it can stabilize you during this time and bring you guys into a better space. Now, I do, I like the fact that the world card is in the reverse because whatever it is that's going on right now that's connected to these feelings of loss, but is also connected uh, to to the death of a certain situation before the beginning of a new one starts. Um, it's connected to a certain lack of courage, right? And I'm not surprised uh, that the lion came out right here. There's a certain courage, there's a certain situation that's going on in your relationship, and this is going to help you build that that energy to you. Somehow, I feel that this energy is connected to like scorpionic energy. This energy is connected to energy that has the ability to transform you. This energy is connected to energy of domestic affairs. Um, with with the sun in opposition with MC. The sun right now is going uh, into the sign of Virgo. Let me see what is going on right now. It's going into the sign of Virgo, yeah. So 12, 11, 10, 9. There's a lot of thoughts towards traveling, a lot of thoughts towards going on a vacation for you guys. I say that for some of you guys may need this vacation in order to be able to throw yourselves into a space where you guys can uh, not just build that strength and that courage, but also tap into that feminine energy, the energy of the Empress, that earthen energy, that Venus energy. Right now, Venus is going through Virgo. It will be going into the sign of Libra. And I do have a feeling that some of you guys may be having that feeling of Libra, that Libra type energy, that feeling of love. I do feel that maybe you guys are feeling uh, love towards your partner. Maybe you guys are starting to drop your walls. Capricorns have pretty high walls when it comes to not trusting people, and I do feel that to whatever extent you guys know what needs to happen, you guys know what situations are coming to an end, and you know that all of this is meant to build up that strength within you. It's meant to build up that power within you, right? And it's meant for you to gain your courage so that you can say whatever it is that you have to say in order to make circumstances to start moving within your favor. Now, I want to go ahead and go into uh, I want to go into a quick relationship spread for you guys. I want to see what's going on in your relationship and what the dynamic is here to see what kind of energy you guys are working with in the month of September, or not just the month of September, but the month of October, since your guys' 28 to 31 days are going to be going you know, from September into October. Now, while I shuffle these cards, I want to go ahead and go a little bit into the astrology. Right now, you guys have a lot of planets going on in your first house of Capricorn. This is just a Western reading, so this is not anything uh, too precise. For those of you who have your sun in Capricorn, you have had Pluto, Saturn, and the Moon energizing that energy, clarifying a lot of things in your life, organizing a lot of things in your life, and actually helping you to build upon those emotions. Right now, you have the moon in Capricorn, and it's not surprising that the horse came out and the horse has a moon on its forehead. Because right now, you guys are focusing on building. You guys are are trying to get into that energy of building things around you, building things that last. And with Saturn, you're making sure that the energy you do put into something is something that's going to sustain you for a very, very long period afterwards. Now, you guys also have Neptune in your third house. A lot of you guys, I believe, are focusing on your dreams, but you guys are talking about your dreams. You guys are talking about various different things that you guys may be planning on doing, various different things that you guys may be planning for the future. Uh, since Neptune is naturally the ruler of ninth house, you guys may be talking about certain high education goals that you guys may be going through. And um, I do feel that to whatever extent you guys are focusing a lot on spiritual aspects. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you Capricorn are focusing more on spiritual uh, arts of divination. Things like tarot reading, things like uh, psychic readings, stuff like that. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you guys are delving into that. Now, you guys also have Chiron in Aries in your fourth house, and I do feel that you guys are learning a lot of various different things through your home life, through your domestic life. Um, sure, there may be a lot of hurt that you guys may be experiencing. However, I do feel like these things are not necessarily hurts, but they're sources of energy that are allowing you to be alerted to various portions of how you behave on the emotional level. Now, you have Uranus and Taurus in the fifth house, so a lot of you guys are focusing on those fun things that you guys have in life. A lot of you guys are focusing on those things that make you happy. You guys are focusing on those things that really bring your soul happiness. And with Uranus and Taurus, you guys are definitely looking for ways to make more money. You guys are looking for more income, but also you guys are looking for ways in which you can make that income in your own way, to be your own boss, so where you don't have anything above you. Now, because you guys have the energy of the moon at the moment in trine with Uranus. Do focus on your emotions tonight because you guys are going to be learning a lot of various different things from this energy. So, also in your seventh house, you got the North Node going through, and anything that outlines relationships is very, very important. So go ahead and watch your relationships and how they evolve in order for you guys to know what is going on and how you guys will be able to put uh, those feelings that you guys have into caring for your partner on a day-to-day basis. And you guys will be communicating that once the North Node shifts into Gemini, which will be sometime probably about a year from now, maybe a little bit less. You guys have a lot of planets going through the sign of Virgo, and this is in your ninth house, so you guys are definitely doing a lot of not just nitpicking, but you guys are doing a lot of detailed work when it comes to what your dreams are and how you guys will intend to reach those dreams. Right now, you guys are going through a period uh, of steady growth. You guys have Jupiter in Sagittarius in your 12th house, so this energy is not going to push itself out or push itself forward until you guys reach December, and that's when Jupiter moves into uh, our sign. So I think I've shuffled these cards enough. We're going to start drawing some. Okay, so on one sense, what are you guys maybe feeling uh, like there's a certain sense of loss? Maybe this could be a loss of power. Maybe this could be a loss of time. I don't know. Let's see what else comes out. Well, I just had the tiger's eye slide off the mat. So I believe maybe this could be something having to do with power. I do feel like you guys are going to be stepping into your power. Okay, so um, on one side, some of you guys might be feeling like you guys have lost something. Maybe this could be something on the physical sense, but to whatever extent, there's some type of feel around changes that are happening right now and loss. Now, on the other side, This could be your partner not fully fulfilled, not fully feeling, that Ten of Cups energy. And of course, once again, we have that house right there in the back. So it could be that there might be a necessary need for some of you guys to move, right? Or maybe your partner might be feeling uh, a certain like emotional unease with moving. Maybe they don't know how they feel with moving. That could be another situation. That could be another possibility right there. Let's see. I want to draw some more cards to clarify on this. Okay, so I do feel like, regardless of how much of a loss you guys might be experiencing or feeling like you guys may be experiencing, I kind of take the Five of Pentacles to be one of those stage cards too. Like, they're out there suffering, but they don't have to. And I feel like some of you guys might be feeling a loss as to like various different things that you may have wanted to do, various different choices you guys may have wanted to have. And I feel like, to whatever degree, some of you guys might be having to drop some of those choices. Some of you guys might be having to make different choices or follow a different path than what you guys originally intended. But I do feel that regardless of whether you guys see uh, your path, bless you, ahead of you, you guys will be moving forward quite quickly, quite expansively, and uh, it's going to be to your liking. You guys are going to be in a space of power. Some of you guys might be dealing with an air sign with the appearance of the King of Swords, but I do feel that to whatever extent this may not necessarily be something having to do with the close intimate relationship. If it is, these feelings could be the thoughts or the energy behind this feeling can be well thought out, right? Or there could be a space where the other person you're dealing with has been thinking about various different aspects and what it would mean for them to have a happy life. And I do feel that when they do make their appearance or when they do say something to you, this well energy maybe it might just be them as well. Uh, but I do feel that to whatever extent that that this person's coming from a space where they've thought about the pros and the cons. They've thought about everything uh, that entails the possibility of a happy life and what's necessary. I'm gonna go ahead and draw some more cards now. Go ahead and shuffle these back into the deck to see what kind of energy is encompassing this kind of relationship and to see what you guys are dealing with. I do feel that for some of you guys, this could be court related. Uh, that King of Swords could be the lawyer that you guys are working with. This could be your public defender if you guys are dealing with traffic cases or any type of cases, criminal. Doesn't matter. I kind of feel like maybe this is your lawyer. That I don't know. This is the energy that I'm getting just from the King of Swords. So let's see. Clarify what's going on with the energy of this relationship or this dealing, and then we'll see what the outcome is, and then I will start drawing some cards for your advice. Alright, so, okay, so some of you guys may be feeling like you can't see your way out of the situation. Maybe you guys are feeling like this situation could possibly go on forever. I do feel like there is something that you guys are not seeing. There is something that you guys need to be made aware of. And I do feel that to whatever extent with Chiron in your third house, you guys are being made aware of that through various different communications with people. If this is focusing on third house, this could be a communication that you're having uh, with close ones, loved ones. This could be anything having to do with neighbors, people that are close by to you. This could be written communications, either through mail. This could be anything having to do with the throat chakra or saying what needs to be said in a fiery and enthusiastic and passionate way. Uh, so let's see what other energy is encompassing the person that you're working with or the person that you're dealing with in the next 28 to 31 days. What is Capricorn dealing with? Okay, so I do believe that whoever it is that the Capricorn is dealing with, it's going to present some chances, some opportunities, some decisions. I mean, some things that will have to be decided upon. Um, I do feel like this is going to have to be thought out. Um, Capricorn, I will have to say that with the Eight of Swords showing up on your side, I do feel like you guys will have to kind of make moves, in one direction or another, regardless of what it is, whether it's a step backwards, whether it's a step forward or to the side. You guys will have to make a movement in order to find out whether one of those swords is going to cut you, whether one of those stops is going to cut you free. Allow you to see what choices you have in front of you and which choice is the best choice. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What are you dealing with, Capricorn? I just had a whole bunch of cards fall out. Okay, so I do feel that to whatever extent you guys will be um, letting your guard down. I do feel that whoever it is that this person, uh, whoever it is that you're dealing with, this could be them right here. This could be their voice speaking for you or speaking on your behalf. Um, I do feel that this energy right here is encompassing somebody who's wise, somebody who's knowledgeable, somebody who has uh, the necessary thoughts that need to be spoken out in order for your case to be victorious, or in order for you to be victorious in your case. But let's see what kind of uh, ooh. So you guys had the star fall out in the reverse. Um, I do feel that to some extent, you guys maybe certain people that are involved in this are not feeling very hopeful. I do feel that to whatever extent, maybe there are certain choices that will have to be made, but I do feel that this person may be presenting you with various different choices. Um, it could be that with the star in the reverse, that either you or this other person um, may be feeling hopeless. This could be a message that maybe there is no hope. This might be one of those chapters that you will have to close in your life. But let's see what kind of card we can draw uh, for the relationship between you and this person to see what kind of energy is encompassing the relationship. Okay, so um, hmm, I do feel that this energy is not okay. This kind of repeats the same energy as before, where it's going to be. It seems like it might be one of those bittersweet victories. You might win something, but you might feel like you could have won more, or you might have felt like you could have won something better. Maybe a better choice could have been made. But I do feel that um, this decision could be based on what kind of vessel you show yourself out to be, right? And I do feel that maybe you need to take some time out to think about it. Take some time out to see how you want to move forward with it. Let's see. I want to go ahead and draw some cards now to see what the outcome is, and then we will move on to your advice to see how you should move forward with the next 28 to 31 days. I'm actually thinking about doing these videos and lining them up with the lunar schedule. So whenever the lunar cycle is about to begin, I can put these videos out and give you guys a rundown of how things will turn out for the next for the next lunar cycle, and how your emotions will evolve through it. Now we go back to the animal spirits. Thank you for the information. Oh, look at that. Cool. So, like many of the other signs, you guys have had the frog come out. And this frog just has been hopping out like all this time. The frog is ooh, well, that's interesting. You guys had three cards come out. Okay, so uh, you know what? We'll put these back in, and we will go ahead and see if they pop out again. The deer, the lamb, and the honey. It's a very interesting prospect. The deer is usually one of those creatures that is very hypervigilant. And okay, so the fish came out. Nice. It looks like a lot of the energy is going to be focusing around emotions. Not just the horse, but the fish is one of those energies that's encompassing the water of, I mean, not the energy of water, the energy of emotions, the energy of like the Pisces, the Cancer, and the Scorpio. So, but this is focusing more on Cancerian energy. And with the moon, I mean, with the moon's north node in Cancer right now, it the message is to rejuvenate, to heal, to cleanse various different negative energies that you may have going on around you. Uh, and it's all about submerging yourself and healing your emotions. Now, you guys got three water cards, one earth card, so this is dealing a lot with emotions. And I want to go ahead and draw one more card because I feel like there's one more card that needs to come out at the very least, and if there's any more, I will go ahead and draw them. But I feel like only one more card needs to come out, and I wonder if it'll jump out like this frog, or if it will be chosen off the top of the deck. Ooh, wow. Okay, let's see what's going on with this. Ooh, and the butterfly. That's interesting. That is very interesting. The butterfly, it's all about uh, expressing yourself. It's all about showing that inner beauty that you guys radiate as is. Now, I want to go ahead and go with the frog to start off because the frog energy is a very very healing energy. It's a very very receptive energy. It's the energy of water. This could be saying that some of you guys may need to go to a body of water. Maybe you guys need to go to the ocean, a lake, a river, a stream. Just like I told Gemini and various other signs. This could be that you need to return back to your natural element. So maybe back to your hometown, back home. This could be returning back to uh, where you feel home is. And this could be energy telling you to return back into a space of yourself. This could be energy telling you to return or to go, say to a mountain, go out into nature, so that you guys can receive these messages that are coming in from source, and you guys can allow the healing energy to take place. Now, since the frog is about clearing, cleansing, and healing, the frog and the water element, as I've mentioned in various other videos, is inseparable. The frog spends its first month of life entirely within this healing element, and then emerges to rest on land. But no matter how earthly the frog becomes, its need for cleansing and rejuvenation is regular. Frogs tend to become overworked and undernourished. And for us Capricorns, that's not far-fetched. It happens, and it builds over time. We don't notice it until we're overworked. So it's vital that such sensitive creatures practice self-care, and that's basically the energy of the frog. I do believe I mentioned that for Gemini too, they need to practice self-care. All of the water signs and all of the fire signs also need to do somewhat of the same thing as well. Now, this card also serves as a reminder that water helps us plan, forgive, and release. Time to dive in. Frogs aren't meant to carry a heavy load. So this could also be the necessary need to drink water, maybe the necessary need to detox. But when you balance this energy, it'll be clear, and you'll have that enthusiasm for life. That's the same enthusiasm that's shown with the horse. And this is enthusiasm that will be uh, expressing itself through your emotions. All right, now we move on to the energy of the fish. The energy is restless, there's a change of focus, and it's lost in the current. However, the fish loves to be subsumed in life's currents. Nothing pleases it more than movement, movement, and more movement. Same energy as the horse. The roaming lifestyle of the fish may be exhilarating for a while, but usually leads to wariness and slippery relationships. Without the possibilities out there in the vast waters, the fish becomes lost without clear goals and intentions. Once again, this is talking about focusing. This is talking about uh, putting a lot of energy into something. All of these, all of these cards, minus the moth, are staring at something, and they're all staring at various different directions. Uh, the fish is staring to the northwest. The frog is staring to the northeast. The whale is staring straight out at you, or straight out at us, I should say, and so is the horse, but in a direct motion. So I feel that when you make your presence known, you will have to make it in a direct motion. The energy of the fish, to bring it into balance, you have to set a small goal and accomplish it. Nothing. Rome wasn't built in a day. Small goals, small steps being made. That steady building is what Saturn is going to help us do. With Saturn in our first house, that's definitely going to be the case. That's what's going to happen. It's going to build us up in the way that we put ourselves out, and then it's going to build us up in the way that we value things and what we value. And I'm pretty sure that whatever it is that we will be building here within the next couple of months is going to be what we choose to show and what we choose to display as part of what makes us valuable. So when it's in balance, the energy of the fish is adaptable and it travels well. I feel like this is the energy that you guys will be moving into, but it's necessary for this rejuvenation and healing to take place. So when it's out of balance, it's distracted and it changes its mind often. I know I myself have been experiencing this fish energy, and with Jupiter going through Sagittarius right now, which is my sixth house, and passing by my moon, there's been a lot of different changes in emotions, a lot of different changes in decision making, and of course, a lot of different changes in how I feel. But let's see if this moth energy will help us bring that energy back into balance, and let's see what the universe has for us in the near future. All right, so this energy is impulsive, hasty, and wishful. The moth is sure the grass is greener on the other side. Moth energy is at play where we're attracted to easy solutions or anything shiny and new. This can lead to unfinished projects, disappointment, or burnout. It is helpful to remind the moth personalities that life is complex. So no matter the illusions, no one is exempt from the trials and tribulations of this great journey. Practice seeing life as an infinite mystery rather than wishing it was easier or different. I know from my perspective, I've been wanting life to be a little bit easier. However, um, the more that we look at life as a mystery, the more life tends to surprise us. The less we think of the way that life should be, the less we place expectations on it. And this allows us to move into a space where we can let the magic of the universe take place without having to worry so much of how it's going to take place. Rather, just letting it take place on its own, and then realizing that that was a better outcome than what we originally had in our minds as as our expectation. So I feel like some of you guys will have to release expectations and then uh, let the universe work its magic, and then see how that outcome is so much more better than what you guys were were experiencing. Now, with that energy of the eagle that came out earlier, it's the all pervading power. It's truth seeker, and it's a transformative karma. I feel that to whatever extent there's a necessary need for you guys not to be hasty in your way of speech, in your way of thinking. Think about whatever it is that you guys have going on this month, or whatever it is that you guys have going on in your situations. Feel it out before you say what needs to be said. Because when it's in balance, it's bright, it's radiant, you shine your light, people hear you out. It's great. Like people get what you're trying to say on the emotional level, and they vibe with it, and that has very, very good outcomes for you. So make sure that you're not too hasty, and make sure that whatever it is that you do within this month, make sure that you make yourself heard from the emotional level, and this will help you not just on the physical level as well. So we're going to go ahead and draw some cards for your advice, And like I said, I try to keep these things short, but it never happens. It never happens. I hope that this is resonating with you guys. I do feel like this is resonating a lot on my part. This may be resonating a lot for other Capricorns that I know. And I really do feel like I'm connecting with you guys. I do feel like I'm connecting with a lot of the energy from Earth signs. So let's see what happens with this, and we'll see what the dynamic is for Earth. Based on this, I feel like you guys are going to be moving forward with power. You guys are going to be moving forward with intelligence. Maybe dealing with somebody who is intelligent, who is going to be working in your favor. But the main message I feel is don't be hasty. Let these changes happen so that you can heal. And then this is when you're going to see that energy working in your favor. But, ooh, look at that. So, first off, the give and take of the situation. I do feel that that you guys may be having to give something. You guys may be having something taken away, or it might feel like something's taken away. But I do feel that to whatever extent, you guys um, won't feel so defensive about it. Maybe it's just the information that you guys heard here that is allowing you to be able to let go of certain situations. But I do feel that to whatever extent, there is going to be balance that will be reached with the Six of Pentacles coming up. Um, there is a necessary need to stay committed, to see things through to the end. Um, that's just something that came up right now. So maybe some of you guys will be ending whatever the situation is that's going on. You guys will require strength, so maybe it's necessary for you guys to buy a tiger's eye. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's very beautiful. It has lines on it and everything. I like it. It's a visual. It's a very visually appealing stone. So let's see what else. What else is the advice for Capricorn for the next 28 to 31 days? Victory. Like I mentioned with the eagle, you guys will be experiencing victory in whatever this is. Now, I'm not going to say that you guys will be having complete victory. There's going to be people looking at you with malicious intent, malicious eyes, people who are not going to be liking what it is that you guys have going for you. However, I do have a feeling that you guys aren't going to be paying any attention to them at all. Now, a lot of these cards fell out, so I'm going to have to redo them once more. Let's see if I can get your reading within 1 hour. I'm sorry, Capricorn, but I do know that some of you guys are going to be watching this all the way through because you guys understand the current flow of things. You guys understand the spirituality of it. It could be that some of you guys may be dealing with a Pisces or a Pisces lawyer. This could be the Piscean energy that you guys are experiencing with Neptune in its own sign. This could be focusing a lot on your dreams and aspects. A lot of different dreams that you guys have going for yourselves. Um, I do feel that you guys are focusing a lot on what it is that's making you guys happy, and you guys are going to be doing so moving forward. There is a very very big um, there's a very very big energy having to do with water, having to do with sixes, so it has to do with compassion, but it also has to do with your commitment, and because it's dealing with wands here, you're dealing with passion, you're dealing with uh, what keeps you going. You're dealing with balance, right? You're dealing with balance. Uh, I feel like the energy that you guys will be encompassing here within the month is going to be transmuted. You guys will be on a road. This is a short road. It's not a very, very long road. You guys will be in a state of manifesting, but you guys will be in a state of bringing things to an end, and then you guys are going to be encompassing that energy for manifesting what it is that you guys want to in your life. However, there is a necessary need for balance, there is a necessary need for practicality, there is a necessary need, quite possibly, to build a schedule of some sort that will bring you back into balance. I do feel like some of you guys need to conduct meditation, qigong, yoga. You guys need to do something on the physical level as well as the spiritual level. See, you guys had the Queen of Pentacles fall out right now. Um, this energy is one that's going to bring you stability, but I do feel like it's asking you to bring stability into your life. It's asking you to really take this energy that you guys have going on right now to heal it, and then once the situation comes through, that would allow you to speak your mind, that would allow you to speak what you feel and your emotions. You're gonna allow this energy is gonna allow you to move forward. But I do feel that to whatever extent you guys have to focus on these things that are going on right now. Focus on the energies that you have going on within your mindset, within within the way that you guys feel about making money, within what you view as beautiful, how you choose to express those little details. And I feel that to whatever extent you guys will come out on top. If this message resonates with you guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Go ahead and mention anything that you have in the comments below. For those of you who watch these videos, please go ahead and mention in the comments below when certain things happen, because it gives me an idea of how to better understand the cards. Main idea is you guys are going through a change. You guys have to wait for this certain opportunity to come through. Watch how you go about your healing. Don't be hasty about it, and balance will be brought to the situation. You will be victorious so long as you are not hasty, and stability will be brought from this. You will acquire a certain knowledge from it, and you guys will gain. Uh, you guys will have a very good outcome from this. So with that being said, I hope you guys resonate with it. Please like and share and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and the notification button next to it so that you guys can get these videos whenever they come out. And you guys can be up to date with the latest messages coming down from Source, your ancestors, your higher self, or any other entity such as that. With that, I leave you guys in peace, in love, in harmony, and I hope to see you guys in the next video for Capricorn or for whatever rising sign you have. Until then, I bid you guys farewell. I hope you guys have a beautiful and peaceful month, and I hope that you guys have that energy slowly building within you guys to accomplish the goals that you guys need to accomplish. With that, I am David with Tarot Astrology for All, and I will see you guys later. Farewell.